Hey everybody, if you offend easily, I'm gonna send this mofo after you. Y'all might remember him from about 13, 14, 15 years ago. He was known as the Bad Flareon cosplay. In fact, if you go ahead and type that into your Google search, Bad Flareon cosplay, Nightmare Flareon cosplay, you will find this famous dude still getting a little bit of love and attention. Y'all might better know him from my videos as, if you would, I know that thing smells, if you can. Oh, it's been a while, folks. Oh my goodness. St. Allan, the man willing to put on a smelly costume head for us, for me, for y'all.
Hey everybody.
That is one of the many reasons why this guy is a saint. So, that pink flare can go on the side here. This thing actually does hang out in our living room. The rest of the outfit has been turned into a different cosplay. Although I keep telling him he needs to remake it. We need to go back to a Comic-Con or something like that and just see how many people remain that still remember this nightmare of a creature. Give me just a moment. I have in the background here, folks, y'all can see I've even, he gets enough attention that I even created a Facebook group for him because do you know there was a guy in Italy that swore up and down that his grandmother made the outfit and he was selling it for 200 American dollars is what the equivalent was. That is how famous you were. And he didn't know it until him and I got together about 10 years ago.
Sure didn't.
That's right. So if anybody's still interested, if anybody's still horrified, if anybody is still traumatized by this lovely creature, I don't know why he doesn't get enough love and attention, just know that there is in existence, in fact, a video of him running in it. It took him that long to remember that he has a video of him moving around in this thing because a couple of people were curious. For a year ago. This thing is still getting attention as of a year ago. And he had no idea. No idea. By the way, credit to everybody whose meme I'm showing. It's none of these are mine. These are all somebody else's. I'm just showing off that people know him. And yeah, I might call him Nightmare Flareon, but I married that. I'm the one that married that.
Sucker.
Yeah, so I wanted to actually interview the guy behind the Flareon, or should I say the guy inside the Flareon. I love this one. I wanted this one to be the end one. I don't know, but I feel an undying urge to mate with it. I'm sorry, everybody. Taken. But today, since St. Allan has been a focus, a topic that I've been on for a little bit, I wanted to do a special interview with the man behind the crazy woman.
The man, the legend.
The man, the legend, the so much more. What possessed you to create this outfit?
Morbid curiosity. I had friends that had made their own evolution cosplays and I thought I could pull it off. I clearly could not very well, but apparently well enough to stay alive.
You talk about morbid curiosity, it's been morbid something for the rest of us ever since. And you still have, you might not have the actual body of the cosplay, it's, like I said, been repurposed into something else, but if I keep begging, will you eventually remake this thing?
Time will tell.
I'm working on it, folks. Y'all could always write in and help tell St. Allan he needs to remake the outfit so we can show up at a Comic-Con and frighten all of y'all all over again.
The funny thing is, I do still have the original patterns and notes from the original construction. And
actually, yes, if I were to go and show y'all in my Facebook group, The Real Bad Flareon, look for Magpie Morrigan, I'm there somewhere. Yeah, you can find the actual pictures of that pattern and the notes, which, if people were actually curious in making their own, since there's already been a Vaporeon and a Jolteon made akin to this thing, if other people were interested, would you be willing to share those notes with them?
I'd be willing.
Can you imagine a whole army of evolutions, every single one out there, with Nightmare Flareon, Bad Flareon leading the pack?
It'd be their funeral.
It would be everybody's something. While I have you here, because I don't want to go an extremely long video, because some of y'all might remember today's a bit of a special day all the way around, not just because I have this handsome creature on camera. But I've been worried about your health. You've been worried about your health. And I specifically have my zombie tarot cards. Da 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 da, zombie tarot. To do a health check for you.
Okay.
Would you be willing to do that on camera for us?
Of course.
Thank you. Here, play with this. With the deck.
Man.
I'm going to drink my tea. Now, you don't always have to have the other person play with it, but I just like him handling my stuff.
You would.
Oh, we have a card that flipped out on its own. It's the moon card, folks. We have someone in this image. I don't know how clearly you can see it, but we have a person who is laying on bed with a crow. Raven, crow, with a key above it. I'm going to take that key and that person in bed as a sign that the cards are listening. It's definitely questioning what's going on with you. Thank you, darling. You're so awesome.
As you are.
5 of hazards. This is a circumstance where someone is lacking something. Something is not enough. Something is missing. Someone is having to go and find that which they are lacking. You know, when it comes to a health check, I would actually take that card as someone who is suffering from pica, should the person have other health concerns. However, I feed you. And I know you don't have pica.
You do. You feed me very, very well.
Yes, I do. And very healthy. We are largely Mediterranean diet. And in fact, I have lost 70 pounds on this diet.
Woo!
Yeah, you're enjoying that. So something is lacking despite my best efforts. We're going to have to find out what that is. Let's flip a few quantifiers here. Oh. Okay. Y'all, it's the 10 of swords, but I'm looking at the fact that many internal organs are present. Apparently you could stand to eat some organ meat.
I can do that.
I'm going to have to go by Larry's Great Western Meats and see what they got available, because they have good stuff.
They do.
Yes.
They're amazing.
Oh my God, yes. 2 of Wands says that that's not the only option, so let's go ahead and do another flip and see what else is an option for you. Okay. All right, y'all. He's not going to like this answer. It's someone in a car tied to a, well, in this case it's a light post, but I'm taking it as it's someone in a car. Kind of like someone going through a drive-through. What do I keep telling you? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All that fast food's not good for you. Or y'all. Seriously. I do it once a week and I do the healthy version as much as I can. And that's only because I don't feel like cooking and he spoils me.
I try.
Mm-hmm. So we have your diet lacking in something, and you could either have more organ meat, or you could, and probably more like you could stand to do less
Fast food.
And I'm sure that also includes all of the snacks in the teacher's lounge at school. Now, in addition to being a saint that puts up with me, this man is also a SEEF, Special Education
Instructional Facilitator.
Mm-hmm. So this man works with those who have the most needs.
And I've been doing it for 26 years, if that's believable.
26 years, y'all. If this isn't the definition of a saint, I don't know what is. What else is going on health-wise? Again, talking about your diet. One of the things we've been concerned about is his mind, his memory, his brain, because, well, there's a history in the family, and we were trying to get ahead of it as much as we can. This right there, it's more, again, y'all, 2 of Cups, okay? They're eating. Again, it's going dietary on me, which is good, because I'm a Cancer. I'm a kitchen witch. So if I'm going to heal somebody, it's food. It's going to be with food, which is exactly what it's recommending. And again, with the brain. And again, you notice he's holding kidneys. Those bean-like structures he's holding, kidneys.
I did not catch that. I just saw the brain.
So we're doing organ meats for you again. And again, it's something I can do for you dietarily. So is there actually something going wrong with him other than his diet? Let's take a look. Inquiring wives want to know. Okay, so we have a 6 of Cups situation here. She's holding on to him. That's me taking care of you.
That sounds about right.
Okay. This baby is chewing on a bone. So I'm going to say that you might have been born with something going on, whatever it is, and it might actually be bone-related, not brain-related for you. You may, according to the Sun card, we're up in a helicopter, inquiring minds, the news, the journalism, the medevacs. I'm going to take it as a sign that we're going in the right direction at the very least. We just need to input this new data. Do you have any questions specifically for the cards? They're playing with me. Let's talk to you specifically.
guess I'd like to know what I'm looking for, what I can expect from the upcoming appointment with the neurologist.
Oh, yes.
So just grab?
Yeah, pull me one. Let's see what comes up first. What do we get? 10 of Wands. It's a whole lot of bones. It's not the brain.
Bones.
It's not, yeah, it's again going back to bones. What's going on is not your brain. What's going on is your bones. And we already know you're getting old.
Maybe.
Pull another one. Let's see if, is he going to talk about any problem, any specific problem? Did he find anything? Nine of Wands. That's a whole lot of input. That's a whole lot of different ideas, different speculations. Whatever he finds, he's guesstimating. Not educated guesstimating, rather than, I'm not going to diagnose you with anything, but you could have this, you could watch out for this, you might want to watch out for this, hey, you might want to watch out for this. So apparently you've got just enough that you could be prone to any of these without actually having any of them yet. He's going to let you know you have an indicator, a potential, some sort of indicator, but nothing actually going wrong. Again, but that whole emphasis is on your bones, not your brain. I reiterate, I don't think it's a matter of something wrong with your brain. I think it's a matter of age, and you're not always paying attention because there's an ear pod in your ear.
That's true.
I think that's what's going
possible.
on. Just flip for me. Am I right by chance? It's possible. I mean, I am psychic. The world is burning. We're safe underneath a bunker. So, yeah. I'm not exactly right either, but it doesn't hurt to listen to me. All right. So is there any other questions you would like to ask? You're the first person that actually gets a live reading on camera from me.
That's exciting. I should have had some questions ready. Oh, are we going to make the move we've been talking about?
We're talking about different potential ideas for the future that we could do because, quite frankly, I'm tired of the economy and I want to try and get ahead of it, which we all know is impossible. So we've been discussing some options.
She is. Nine of Cups.
Okay. In the Nine of Cups, in the Zombie Tarot, she's dreaming of a life that could be. Meanwhile, she's actually stuck in her bunker. Just dreaming. It's a dream. It's not necessarily reality because we're kind of stuck. And we talked about that this would just be something I would be looking into this year, not necessarily doing.
Yeah.
So we're just going to look, apparently. We're just going to dream. Which is a relief for you because you hate moving.
I do hate moving. That is true. But I would still do it and follow you anywhere.
I would lead you only to the best places.
I know you would.
Yes, we are that cute. We are that couple. See, I told you it went black. Told you. Either way, you were looking at us, not at that. But yeah, we are that couple. I'm wearing red to your, or burgundy to your red.
Burgundy to my red.
Normally we match. Normally we actually do match. We're known as that couple.
I had to go red to match that thing.
That's right. He was matching Flary for a change. You see that? Flary trumped me for once. That's a nightmare. So, any last questions? Because I think our time is starting to get there a little bit.
Is anything going to happen this summer employment-wise?
Oh, side hustles, folks. Side hustle. We have an Empress card. Now, normally this shows up for me, which I'm going to want to quantify on this to find out if it's just me or not. But do you have well, you're in the teaching profession. Of course, there's a woman in power. And she's right next to a little girl in the image, which means there actually may be a teaching position of some sort. Well, let's pull a quantifier on that, please. See if, just to double check that that's not me.
Okay.
Not that I would. Six of Hazards. So this is someone who's got the incentive to work and to work harder. You see he's being led by a stake. That would work on him.
It would.
Yes, it looks like you will be employed this summer. Something's coming.
Well, we'll see.
All right. So, folks, y'all got to meet the real Bad Flareon. Y'all got to find out he's got a site, a group, Facebook group of his own. Y'all got to meet the man underneath the mask, the man that I've taught y'all and shown y'all to know as Saint Allan, the best man in the world.
I love you.
The man who puts up with my crazy so y'all don't have to. I love you
That's
too.
my Auntie Rosie.
So Auntie Rosie's going to sign off now and leave y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all day and all the nightmares that Flareon brings with it. Bye, y'all.
Bye.